is November 2nd, 2023. It's early. But, I got to thinking, well, they didn't fix it. And yesterday, out at my client's in North Canton, some lady yelled out her apartment, "Don't you ever say a word to her or yell something." Some guys running around lying on them. And because of what they did, a lot of bad people are getting ready to be released if they don't fix it. People were seeing it in Canton too. They all know all those bad people they arrested are going to get released if they don't fix it. Now, I want you to listen, Will and John. I want you to start thinking what you told the cops when the case first started. They were talking about it in Walmart, around me, in front of people. Will's so mad. That church thought it could pull a cheap stunt like that. He set it up. She will be an informant for life, no matter what. And no one will ever legally charge her again for anything because of what that church did in pulling that cheesy stunt. And he's so pissed that they would even try that with her. He listed her an informant for life, and no one will ever legally charge her for anything again because of their cheesy stunt. And he won't ever have to worry about anybody ever touching her or them trying to pull something with her again. And he told us to keep an eye on her till he finds that guy they hired to kill her. Well, besides the serial killer, they hired the racketeerist. They had got it. Lisa confessed to that couple that she hired the racketeerist for strangest lie. You have Dave. So why aren't they all in jail? And where's my money? Did you get caught up in the drama, Will? Of stealing? Did you get caught up in the drama? Did you forget the real case of the churches taking up my 25 grand to hire men to kill me? And it was Keith Bishop, strange and wrong, because Ron wanted me dead because it was the strangest lie. And they were to kill me because they wanted Dave to get everything. Lisa confessed. And then last night, we all know my apartment sparked, and people have it. People scream, and then when you really think about it, how not funny it is. Because you admitted, and see, you bullied me on the phone and being so cruel and mean. And I was scared out of my mind and making fun of a rape victim like that and being cruel to a rape victim. How disgusting it was the way you talked to me, being a police officer, knowing I was being drugged, being raped. Now, my neighbor, Becky, her husband died last year, okay? My other neighbor, Amy's in a wheelchair. Now, if someone told her Becky was faking, or Amy was faking, after Harry died, would she try to have her killed? No, that's insane. See, when you put the two scenarios on two different people, it's insane. You can't feel sorry for that family. I had nothing to do with her father pulling that cheap stunt or running a stop sign into a semi. They had nothing to do with me being sick and the medication error. And then 9 months of slowly getting well. Strange just made something up on me. Like they said, they made something up on her to kill her. So where you were mean to me on the phone, you let a serial killer go. That was the guy. And the authorities knew what he looked like. He'd already killed Laura's family member from my work. You missed him on the gunshot night, too. But some of the guys that worked the case said, 4 of them said, while everybody was running and scattering and they're shooting off all kinds of crazy stuff, and I'm hiding not to get killed. They said he was outside. 4 of them seen him. He was waiting for me to run, the target. Now I want you to think about this. Did you forget the real case? Well, my friend that worked at the prosecutor's office, he said, Karen, you're actually in the witness protection program. That form is one of them. It's a little different because you stay who you are and get them information. Once the government agrees to protect you, it can't unprotect you. The Department of Justice put them in jail, and every witness protection program comes with a money immunity for life. They can put you in another witness protection program, but they can't unprotect you or not pay you, no matter what. You risk your life to get them information. They can't ask you to stay quiet. I said, but they already knew. He flat out admitted he had the Vegas in their office. I told him someone told me on that church to verify the police it was him. Dave told Danny and talked to him. Okay? I told him about the guy that threatened to knife me at Giant Eagle. He calls me a liar. Perjury laws. Obstruction. If you wouldn't have bullied me, I would have told you that Terry's seen him trying to kidnap me before. I told you tried to kidnap me before, and you called me a liar. And you're screaming at me like a banshee. Either say you're lying or I'll put you in jail. Then you laugh at me. Ha ha ha. Now you confess you were never sick before. It's some documented medication error, like people around me said, with what's going on. And those doctors, there's no way that they didn't know it wasn't a medication error. Let me swell up that bad and all those things quit working, almost dying. They were dirty enough to get like the until one doctor told on them what they were doing. They probably paid him off to do it to her. Where the doctor said they were doing kickbacks from the drug company, falsely diagnosing me, so that they could get the money back from the drug companies. And there was nothing wrong with me, but my muscles locked up from the surgeries. And it took me 9 months to get well. It's documented medication error. They were willing to write out fake prescriptions and false diagnoses to get kickbacks. For them to do that until another doctor told on them what they were doing. They were going to let me die. I almost died. They were going to let me die. They give us a good chance they paid them off. Okay? And I tell you, I really was sick. I got scars all over. I was sick like for 3 or 4 years. It's the stupidest thing on earth, and it took me 9 months to get well. Got scars all over me, MRI reports, blood work, false diagnosis. I had that family in my office. Oh, and everybody's been talking about it from Canton to North Canton. He did say he met with that family and others. How it devastated their life, that strange light on me, and then devastate their life, just like it wouldn't have affected Becky's if someone lied on Amy. They made up an excuse to kill me. Her father ran a stop sign, killed her kid, ran into a semi. Months later, I get well, and somebody said I was faking. It devastated their life. It didn't touch the situation. It didn't even affect their life at all. It was a flat out lie. It's a bunch of hawking bullshit. Mindless boobs falling for that. Then other people in there were whining and crying. Hawking bullshit. Be like my neighbor across the street. Her husband died Harry. And it's just like my neighbor Amy. And she's in a wheelchair. If they told her she was faking after he died, would she hunt her down and kill her? No, because she had nothing to do with her husband dying. Dear God, Becky's family members were even mean to her after her husband died. Did she do anything to him? No, she just cried. Because the only one that it hurt was her. See what I mean? Just like strange lying. It only affected me and my family. Didn't affect them at all. Just gave me an excuse to try to kill me. And you flat out made fun of me for some hitman that Dave said he hired on his own to drug beat, rape me, and frame me. And Dave told Danny he talked to you at that church where I told you someone told on me. And then the Barberton or Norton police that work security, and 500 people have all said it was you telling on me before I called you back. It was verified. The agent that called me back is the one that told on me. There was never staying quiet. You had already talked to everyone. And with your own confession on a recorded line, you talked to him for an unlisted informant. There was never staying quiet. Like my friend from the prosecutor's office. He don't have that kind of authority. He was only bullying you. Everybody already knew. He already confessed he talked to other people. He's just bullying you so they get away with it. You get caught up in the drama, well, of stealing. And the real case. Because the real case, you told all the cops you listed me an informant because of that cheesy stunt they had pulled. That you made sure that nobody would ever legally touch me again. He enlisted me an informant for life. Because like my friend said, you can't get out. Huh? That no one would ever legally go after me again after what that church did. And I could never be charged for anything again from what that church did. And you were to have the police watch me till you found that guy they hired to kill me. See what I mean? Well, and that you were pissed. Like my friend from the prosecutor's office. You can't get out. Did you forget the real case, well, of the churches taking up money to hire men to kill me? And it's Keith Bishop, it's Strange and Ron for Strange's lie of thinking you're sick. Told you they would have killed me in 2003, but it went all wrong when my son tried to kill himself. And the Stark County social workers threatened them that they take care of him themselves. They tried something else. It's documented in the county. They found it on Sunday. And they found Mount Carmel, Illinois, the police report of my mom telling him how they were nailing her tires and spiking him till she moved. Do you understand? Did you forget the real case? Well, murder. My money. Because see, it's either Karen around the house, FBI informant, Karen School, FBI informant. With money immunity for life. Otherwise, you open the case under fraud and entrapment, and every bad guy you got was under fraud and entrapment by going and following me around. And they all get set free. You can't enter fraud and entrapment. The police wouldn't have had the right to watch me at home. They wouldn't have had the right to listen through my car or my cell phone if I wasn't an FBI informant being entrapment with money and immunity. It all comes with it. And it's for life for working a case. And they, like that lady said, they've got really big guys off this. And then she said they let them rape her. They let them human traffic her. They let them torture her while they went after the bad guys. And they caught them and they didn't even pay her. Do you realize how illegal that is? Now, guess what? Like they said yesterday, they realize the bad guys are going to walk if they don't fix it. It comes from the government. It don't come from the county. None of the local county people has to pay anything. It comes from the big government. That has so much money, it's ridiculous. The people that pay people to watch the turtles crawl across the road. Snails, moss growing on the side of a tree. It's nothing to them. Did you forget the real case? Did you forget the real case? And did the cops? Because remember, you guys were all talking about Walmart in front of people. How pissed Will was that church thought they could pull a stunt with me. And he made sure that I was listed informant for life no matter what. And no one would ever legally charge me for anything again because of what they pulled. And that way he'd make sure nobody ever have to worry that they could ever try anything with me again. And while he was looking for the guy that what they were trying to kill me, they were to keep an eye on me. Did you forget the case? Well, you forgot, right? Like my friend from the prosecutor's office, the Department of Justice will put the FBI in jail if they try to drop you. Once the government agrees to protect you, they cannot protect you. They can put you in another witness protection program, but they have to speak to you first or you stay an informant for life. And every case comes with money and immunity. And they can't withhold your money. Did you forget the money while you're so wrapped up with stealing?